Battlefield 1942, 2002. Battlefield 1942 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Digital Illusion CE and published by Electronic Arts for Microsoft Windows and Mac OS X. It is the first game in the Battlefield series. The game puts the player in command of various World War II military vehicles and weapons, and pits them against other players in online battles. It is unique compared to other Battlefield games in that it is a World War II-themed game, rather than a modern or futuristic one. It also features a variety of vehicles and weapons from the era, such as tanks, planes, and machine guns. Players can also choose to play as either the Allied or Axis powers, allowing for a more immersive experience. Battlefield Vietnam, 2004. Battlefield Vietnam is a first-person shooter video game developed by Digital Illusion CE, DICE, and published by Electronic Arts for Microsoft Windows and released in 2004. It is the second installment in the Battlefield series. The game is set during the Vietnam War and features the U.S. forces, the North Vietnamese Army, NVA, and the Viet Cong, VC. The game features a variety of weapons, vehicles, and maps based on the Vietnam War. Players can choose to play as either the U.S. or the NVA/VC forces. What makes Battlefield Vietnam unique compared to other Battlefield games is its focus on the Vietnam War. It features a variety of weapons, vehicles, and maps that are based on the Vietnam War, giving players a more realistic experience. Additionally, the game features a wide range of tactics and strategies that players can use to gain the upper hand in battle. This adds an extra layer of depth and complexity to the game compared to other Battlefield games. Battlefield 2, 2005. Battlefield 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by Digital Illusion CE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the third major installment in the Battlefield franchise and was released in 2005 for Microsoft Windows. The game is set in a modern-day battlefield and features two playable factions, the United States Marine Corps and the People's Liberation Army. Battlefield 2 stands out from the other Battlefield games due to its large-scale battles, the ability to command AI-controlled squads, and its online multiplayer mode. The game also features a variety of vehicles and weapons, as well as a detailed ranking system. The game also has a unique "conquest" mode, which allows players to capture and hold strategic points on the map in order to gain points. Battlefield 2142, 2006. Battlefield 2142 is a first-person shooter video game set in a future war between two military superpowers, the European Union and the Pan-Asian Coalition. It is the fourth installment in the Battlefield series and the sequel to Battlefield 2. The game features a new game engine, improved graphics and physics, and a new game mode called Titan. Battlefield 2142 is unique compared to other Battlefield games in that it features a futuristic setting, with players taking control of futuristic weapons and vehicles. The game also features a new game mode, Titan, which involves two teams trying to destroy each other's giant airships. The game also features a new game engine, improved graphics and physics, and a new game mode called Conquest, which allows for larger battles. Battlefield, Bad Company, 2008. Battlefield, Bad Company is an action-packed first-person shooter game developed by EA Digital Illusion CE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the first game in the Battlefield, Bad Company series and was released in 2008 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. The game is set in the modern day and follows the story of a squad of 4 misfits who are sent on a mission behind enemy lines in search of a fabled treasure. The game offers fast-paced, destructible environments, with players able to use explosives to their advantage. The game also features a variety of vehicles, from tanks and helicopters to boats and ATVs. Battlefield, Bad Company is unique compared to other Battlefield games in that it focuses more on the story and characters than on the traditional Battlefield elements such as large-scale warfare. The game also features an open-world environment, allowing players to explore and complete side missions in addition to the main story missions. The game also features an improved destruction system, allowing players to blow up entire buildings and environments. Battlefield Heroes, 2009. Battlefield Heroes is a free-to-play, cartoon-style shooter game released in 2009. It is the first Battlefield game to be released as a free-to-play title. It is a fast-paced, team-based shooter game featuring 2 teams of up to 16 players. Players can choose from 3 character classes, the Commandos, the Soldiers, and the Gunners. Each class has its own unique abilities and weapons, and players can customize their character with a variety of costumes and accessories. The game features a unique cartoon-style art style and humorous dialogue between characters. The game also features a variety of game modes, including Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, and King of the Hill. Unlike other Battlefield games, Battlefield Heroes does not feature vehicles or large-scale battles. Instead, it focuses on smaller, more tactical battles. Battlefield 1943, 2009. Battlefield 1943 is an online multiplayer shooter video game developed by EA Digital Illusions CE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the fifth installment in the Battlefield series. The game was released on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network in July 2009. The game is set in the Pacific theater of World War II and features 3 maps, Wake Island, Iwo Jima, and Guadalcanal, each with its own unique terrain and objectives. Players can choose from 2 classes, the Rifleman and the Infantryman, and can join up to 24 players in a single game. Players can also use a variety of weapons, vehicles, and aircraft to complete objectives. Compared to other Battlefield Krieg games, Battlefield 1943 is unique because it is the first game in the series to be set in the Pacific theater of World War II. Additionally, the game features smaller maps and fewer players per game, making for a faster-paced and more intense experience. It also features a variety of weapons, vehicles, and aircraft that can be used to complete objectives. Battlefield, Bad Company 2, 2010. Battlefield, Bad Company 2 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA Digital Illusions CE and published by Electronic Arts for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, and Xbox 360. It is the sequel to Battlefield, Bad Company and is part of the Battlefield game series. The game is set in a modern-day battlefield and features a large variety of weapons and vehicles. Players can play in single-player or multiplayer modes. The single-player campaign follows the Bad Company squad in a new Cold War-era conflict against an enemy force. The multiplayer mode features up to 24 players in various game types. What makes Bad Company 2 unique compared to other Battlefield games is its focus on destructible environments. The game engine allows for a wide variety of objects to be destroyed, including entire buildings and bridges. This adds an extra layer of strategy and tactics to the game, as players must consider the destruction of their surroundings when planning their attack. Additionally, the game features a variety of vehicles, including tanks, helicopters, and boats, which can be used to traverse the battlefield. Battlefield Play for Free, 2011. Battlefield Play for Free is a free-to-play online first-person shooter video game developed by EA Digital Illusions CE and published by Electronic Arts. It was released in 2011 and is based on the popular Battlefield series. Battlefield Play for Free stands out from the other Battlefield games by offering a unique combination of console-style action with a deep customization system. Players can choose from a variety of weapons, gear, and vehicles to create their own unique style of play. The game also features a variety of maps and game modes, as well as an innovative reward system that allows players to earn points for completing in-game challenges. Battlefield 3, 2011. Battlefield 3 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA Digital Illusions CE and published by Electronic Arts. It is a direct sequel to 2005's Battlefield 2, and the 11th installment in the Battlefield franchise. The game was released in North America on October 25, 2011 and in Europe on October 28, 2011. Battlefield 3 is unique compared to other Battlefield games in that it features a single-player campaign that follows the stories of several characters. The game also features a revamped multiplayer experience with improved destruction, better physics, and more realistic animations. Additionally, the game features a more immersive environment with more detailed textures, better lighting, and more realistic sound effects. The game also features a wide variety of weapons, vehicles, and maps, making it one of the most expansive Battlefield games to date. Battlefield 4, 2013. Battlefield 4 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA Digital Illusions CE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the sequel to 2011's Battlefield 3 and was released on October 29, 2013. Battlefield 4 is unique compared to other Battlefield Creed games because of its improved graphics and sound, its larger maps, its more realistic and destructible environments, its improved vehicle and weapon customization, its dynamic weather, and its introduction of the new Levolution feature, which allows for dynamic changes in the environment. It also features a new game mode called Obliteration, where players must transport and detonate a bomb at the enemy's base. Battlefield Hardline, 2015. Battlefield Hardline is a first-person shooter video game developed by Visceral Games and published by Electronic Arts. It is the first installment in the Battlefield Hardline series. The game is unique compared to other Battlefield games because it focuses on the war on crime and law enforcement, rather than the traditional military combat seen in the other Battlefield games. Players take on the role of either a cop or a criminal, and the game features both single-player and multiplayer modes. Players can choose from a variety of weapons, vehicles, and gadgets to complete their objectives. The game also features a new game mode called Hotwire, which is a high-speed car chase mode. Battlefield 1, 2016. Battlefield 1, 2016. Battlefield 1 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the 15th installment in the Battlefield franchise, and the first main entry in the series since Battlefield 4. The game is set during World War I, and focuses on the use of modern weaponry and technology used during the war. What makes Battlefield 1 unique compared to other Battlefield games is its setting. Instead of the modern or futuristic settings of previous titles, Battlefield 1 takes place during World War I, a time period that has not been explored in a major video game before. Additionally, the game features a variety of weapons and vehicles from the era, including tanks, biplanes, and cavalry. The game also features a new operations mode which allows players to fight in massive battles across multiple maps. Battlefield 5, 2018. Battlefield 5 is a first-person shooter video game developed by EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the 16th installment in the Battlefield series. The game is set during World War II and features a variety of game modes, including single-player, cooperative, and multiplayer. The game also features a new combined arms mode, which allows players to complete missions with AI-controlled squad mates. Battlefield 5 is unique compared to other Battlefield games in that it features an expanded single-player campaign, as well as an increased focus on cooperative gameplay. The game also features a new Grand Operations mode, which is a large-scale, multi-day battle that can be played in both single-player and multiplayer. Additionally, the game features a new Tides of War system, which adds new content to the game on a regular basis. Battlefield 2042, 2021. Battlefield 2042 is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by EA DICE and published by Electronic Arts. It is the 16th installment in the Battlefield series, and the sequel to Battlefield 5. What makes Battlefield 2042 unique compared to other Battlefield Creed games is its setting, a near-future world on the brink of disaster. The game takes place in 2042, where the world is facing a global crisis from climate change, food shortages, and more. Players can expect to experience a variety of different game modes, from all-out warfare to smaller, more tactical engagements. Additionally, the game will feature dynamic weather conditions and the largest maps in Battlefield history. This will provide players with an unprecedented level of tactical depth and an immersive, dynamic experience. Battlefield Mobile. Battlefield Mobile more faithfully replicates Battlefield gameplay on mobile devices compared to the deathmatch-like multiplayer seen in Battlefield 3, Aftershock and BC2 iOS, featuring combined arms gameplay on larger maps. Gameplay is heavily based off of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, with a focus on infantry and ground vehicle gameplay in destructible environments. Soldiers have regenerating health, and can sprint, crouch, prone, and mantle over objects. Spotting functions similarly to Battlefield Bad Company, requiring players to zoom in on an enemy for a short period of time to spot them.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot to me and helps me create even more content for you to enjoy. Thanks again for watching.